Greetings, Principians all over the country. I'm Noah Butron coming to you from my home in St. Louis. Welcome to this edition of Panther News Nation, Quarantine Week 3.
And I'm Kaya Quivley coming to you from my home in rural North Carolina. We hope Week 3 of e-learning has been going well for everybody. To help us feel a bit more connected, the PNN team once again is bringing you a look at what we've been up to. But first, here's a look at the awesome 2 weeks some of us spent in South Africa on the annual Samunya trip, followed by my week 2 in quarantine.
I can flow with these brothers, never say I'm a rookie. See, I'm one pick.
So this is week 2 of online learning, week 3 of quarantine, and it hasn't been all that bad. I don't really mind e-learning. It's a way for me to take education into my own hands and learn the way I personally know best. And so this week I've just kind of been doing outdoor tours because it's been super nice here in North Carolina. I have worked with my horses a little bit. I washed my dogs because they were getting super gross. I've just kind of been hanging out with my family. That's all I have. This is Kaya Quivley reporting for PNN.
Thanks, Kaya. Exercise is a great way to feel more energized during this quarantine, and that's exactly what Oliver Austenberg from PNN's sports department has been doing in New Mexico.
Hey, it's Oliver reporting for PNN. The most interesting thing I've been up to while in quarantine are the hikes. So I'm going to roll a clip of a hike I took a little while ago, and it's kind of neat, so here you go. Alright, so right now I'm at the base of that mountain. You can't see the top too well, but it's nice and steep, so this will be a workout, hopefully. There's a better view of the mountain, and this is pretty much the starting point. I'm like maybe a quarter of the way up. Alright, so at this point, I'm almost at the top. Top is right there, so just gotta get this last bit.
Thanks, Oliver. Keep up the great work. It's no secret that many of you are probably gaming your way through your quarantine. If you're running out of ideas, here's part 1 of Douglas Drake's series on games you can try.
Hello there. My name is Douglas Drake, and I'm here to help you out of your boredom. If you're looking for something to do during quarantine, I'm going to recommend some pretty amazing games for you. If you ever wanted to freely swing around the city of New York, well then Marvel's Spider-Man is the game for you. With a wide variety of suits that you can unlock as well as upgrading gadgets and getting new skills, Spider-Man has an amazing story. This game makes you feel like you're Spider-Man. If you're familiar with the Batman Arkham series, then you'll see that the combat in Spider-Man is pretty similar. If not, that's okay too. The combat is designed to be fun and a little bit challenging as well. Remember, this game is only available on PS4. If you're not really into the superhero genre, but you're a fan of Star Wars, then I have another great game for you. In Jedi Fallen Order, you play as a Jedi apprentice. The combat in this game is really fun and meant to be challenging. As you progress, you unlock new abilities and features. The skill tree offers you lots of new skills, helping you with combat, survival, and granting you new force abilities. Overall, this game is definitely recommended. It is available on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. If video games aren't for you, then maybe you might want to try some board games. Sorry is a quick and fun game to play with your family. I always enjoy it. Scrabble is a great game to test your mind against your family and friends. Be sure to tune in next week for more exciting things to do during quarantine. I'm Douglas Drake, reporting for PNN.
Thanks, Douglas. Many of you may be spending more time in the kitchen than usual. At least, that's what Sydney Bradley and her brother seem to be doing.
I hope you all are doing well. To stay entertained these past couple of weeks, my brother has been making a ton of ice cream, so I wanted to talk to him about it.
I really like eating ice cream, and I also really like watching YouTube videos. And as I was watching YouTube, I came across a video with like a homemade ice cream recipe, and I remember that my dad had a ice cream maker, and so that kind of like started the idea. The YouTube video gave me like the recipe for a coffee flavor, and then kind of the base for like the rest of the flavors, and then I tried to like substitute that flavor for chocolate or I've done some like fruit flavors as well. I've had to mess with them a little bit and kind of tweak the recipes. The first batch is never quite as good as like the next couple that I've made. I think the hardest part would be figuring out how I want to start with a new recipe. So I just made like a blackberry flavor, and I didn't really know how I would get the flavor out of the blackberries without having kind of a lot of seeds and chunks in the ice cream. I love eating ice cream, so it's been really cool learning how to make ice cream, just kind of learning what the whole process that goes into it. And then beyond that, I just love like learning about a bunch of random stuff. So learning about, again, like the things that go into it, as well as like how I can tweak future recipes. And each new recipe gives me like ideas for a different flavor. So it's been really fun filling my time while we're stuck at home. And then I also get to eat more ice cream at the end, so it's great.
I'm Sydney Bradley, reporting for PNN.
That's awesome, Sydney. Thanks. Now here's Grace Ripley, followed by Peyton Manarino, to tell you about their time at home.
Hey everyone, it's Grace coming at you from my home here in St. Louis on the Principiate campus, and I just wanted to say hi and show you a little bit of what I've been doing while in quarantine. The thing I've been doing the most besides school has been spending a lot of quality time with my family. A lot of the things we like to do are playing board games or watching movies, and then our favorite thing to do is go outside at about 2 o'clock every day and really just take in the sunshine and make sure that we are getting that outside time. While being outside, we have done a lot of fun things, like sometimes we will play some sports like baseball or basketball. Another thing that I've really been enjoying is teaching my brother how to do some cartwheels and handstands, so that's been some fun bonding time. I love and miss you all, and I can't wait to see you when we get back to school in the fall.
Hey everyone, If you haven't known already, I am currently in St. Louis, Missouri. And so pretty much I've just been spending time with my dog and my PlayStation. Here's a look. So ever since quarantine started and I've been walking Kiwi, I've been seeing empty parking lots or people walking outside, and other than that, people are staying home. Speaking of staying home, I asked my mom how she felt about working from home.
It's a lot harder than people think it is. People always want to say they want to work from home, but it's hard to differentiate working from home and your workday ending. I miss going out and trying new restaurants and going to the gym and seeing my friends. I will get on my exercise bike, I will walk Kiwi, or I'll just watch a lot of Netflix.
Well, that's all I got from St. Louis. Remember, stay inside, stay safe, and this is Peyton Mandarino reporting for PNN.
Thanks, Grace and Peyton. Now, here's Nick Ismernoglu with a look at the weather in some of your hometowns.
Hey everyone, here in Carlsbad today, and it's looking pretty cloudy today with 67 degrees, and the weather's looking pretty similar for the rest of the week. It looks like a sunny week on Prairie campus as well, with the weather being in the mid-50s on Wednesday. Next, we're going to check out Jupiter, Florida. Today and tomorrow, it's looking very hot and sunny, so the temperatures are going to stay around 90 degrees, with thunderstorms starting Thursday. And this is going to take us into the weekend. I'm Nick Ismernoglu with your weekly weather forecast.
Thanks, Nick. And that's our look at Quarantine Life Week 3. Reminder to stay at home and stay safe, and be patient and kind to one another.
We'll be back next week with more from Principians around the country.
Make it a great week.